Hey guys, what's going on? It's Don here from Pandemic Playground and Dave. We're going to
What's
show
up?
you the 3D printing build that we did the other day, the time-lapse build. And we're going to go through all the quirks and all the stuff about it and try to fix what was not really working from the last time. So let me show you guys about the 3D printer. All right, so this is the 3D printing bit of our build. And originally I wanted to use just the wheels, but I ended up having not being able to do that because it was not stable. So I instead used pistons to control it. Now these are actually held together. It was actually put together using merge blocks. So having two merge blocks together, you could actually get the pistons to be in the same, what do you call this? The same block, the same
Grid. Grid.
grid. Yeah, the same grid. There you go. So I did the same thing to the X and Y axes. So we have both the grids on merge block, so it's more stable. This end ended up to be a little bit too wobbly, so I put a 3x3 wheel here so it actually stabilizes the entire unit. Now, the whole system is actually ran off these little sensors. So I have a sensor here for the x-axis. This is for the stop, and that is for the y-axis. And every time when it detects something about 3 meters away, it will tell it to reverse the direction back to the original position, and it goes back and forth. And every time this hits this mark, it would move the x by a little bit. And once it reaches all the way, the x reaches all the way to this end, this sensor will pick it up and it'll drop the z-axis by a little bit. And then it'll move back, it'll reverse the direction back to the original position, and then go back and forth, as you've seen in the time lapse. The only downside to this is that the welder works a little bit faster than I anticipated. So it's actually making 3 blocks at a time, or 2.5 blocks at a time, causing the head of the welder to knock into the building blocks, and basically it won't build, it just won't move. So yeah, while this might be a good idea, it's actually a terrible idea. It doesn't work. So we will have to rebuild this to make sure it works to a different type of system where it won't crash into it.
And this is the base bit for the 3D printer. So while Don was actually building the 3D printer, I decided to venture off a little bit and create a bit of a park or conference, outdoor conference room or so, with some couches, jukeboxes, some seating. Probably have some lunch out here if you can. And really put some bathrooms. There's only 2 employees working here, which is just Don and myself. So we put 2 different bathrooms here with a door for some privacy, because for some reason these bathrooms do not have a door. And I built out this solar panel, which does have the IZ's solar alignment script on it, which is moving automatically to collect energy when necessary. If you want to check out that video on how to use the script, be linking on the top right corner. And we're just gonna jump right into the base. Walking down this little bit of a corridor hallway, we have the control room. So the control room is actually supposed to control the 3D printer, but Don decided to put it up there in the top left corner of the printer to make the printer work okay. But inside, just decorations, power, cargo, and more decorations, and a little bit of some, what's this, the vending machine. They have a little bit of a kitchen and things like that. One thing that's definitely missing in here is a medical room. For some reason, I decided not to add a medical room, and with everything that's in here, it kind of prevents me from doing so. But everything is also connected to this cargo container. So this cargo container actually is connected to this thing here, this silo, which is materials and resources. So the cargo is tubed up on the ground to link up to these 8 large cargo containers. And it's unnecessary to put all these tubing connected, but I just did it for design. And I added some collectors here in the bottom, so we're in creative mode, so I can just drop a whole bunch of materials down here and then operate this system, which is linked all the way to the top to 2 pistons, or 2 sides of pistons, one to go X and one to go Y, so we can connect to what we call the filament carrier or so. Because we are going to have to fix this 3D printer a bit without having this X and Y axes type of printer, we will connect the whole entire thing to this silo here and really try to make this 3D printer work. But honestly, I think this 3D printer could work if we were to really fine-tune some of the timing. But what we tried always get caught in these little models. So we're gonna find a way to create a different printer, a better printer, while maintaining most of this as it is. But yeah, so that's the base. A little bit of billboard for our logo. Let us know in the comments if you want to know how to add these pictures into LCD screens, and we can create a quick little episode to show you guys how to do that. And that should be it. So this was a really big build. It took a few hours to make, and it's unfortunate that the 3D printer didn't work, but it is what it is. So check out the time lapse. We're going to recreate the 3D printer and make it actually function.
So that's it, guys. We kind of fixed it. It still has its little quirks. It's not the best to weld from up top, but we managed to get this ship out. And yeah, that's it. I mean, if you guys enjoyed this type of content and actually the build and the review of it, let us know down in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and see you guys next time. Say bye, Dave.
See you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.